Wow, what's going on, guys? And it got cold outside. I had to come inside. I tell you, I couldn't stick around out there any longer. It was, I'm in these thin shorts and shirt I was wearing. It's just yeah, it's a little bit much there. Got to tell you, what's up with this stupid picket ball crap they got all of a sudden? Does anybody really care about picket ball? I mean, if I never played picket ball in my life, I'm happy. And then I guess if I played it, I guess it'd be like, out in the front yard or something with whoever. I just it's one of them games that's reserved for the home. I think if you get company and friends over, you could play a little cricket ball, a little whatever. You play these different games, right? You can roll the ball on the grass and then it'll jump up the ramp and you try to land it in the center hole. Those kind of games you can make at the house and they're pretty cool. But those games are reserved for family. What the hell is this crap doing making the news? I mean, it's like the news is so desperate for news because they forgot what news is. They don't even print the freaking news anymore on the freaking internet. To get the news, you have to go to your local news outlets to get the news. You cannot get it on Google or Yahoo or any of that crap. You just can't. And what's up with all this racism all of a sudden? Everybody's racist all of a sudden. If you make a racist comment, you're racist or you went too far. You need to be fired. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You got black people, you got white people. Oh, wait a minute. Does that make me racist because I said black people? Oh my God. Oh, everybody freak out. Shut the fuck up. You bullshit news. People get so brainwashed with the bullshit news these days. It's fucked up. I'm going to throw a racist word out there for educational purposes here, YouTube. And the word is nigger. The word is nigger. And that word is a word that describes me. I'm a nigger. Because, see, the word nigger, it ain't got nothing to do with skin tone. That's just what people like to lead you to believe these days. See, my last name's Jones, and I can trace my family heritage back to the first three slave ships that came over here. Yeah, they brought over some of them Joneses from Ireland to be the slaves. A bunch of McLeods and McClellans and people like that. We were the slaves back then. We were 150 years before any black slaves ever came to America. Okay? So I don't want to hear the bullshit with people throwing that word around and saying, oh, that's a racist name. It's only racist if it's used in that context, and it's only racist if it's meant to be used in that purpose. But people just take things way out of perspective these days. Can't we just come back down to planet Earth and, use something called reason and logic? And reasoning is very important. Common sense, that's where it's at. But people these days, they've just lost their freaking minds, man. I don't know what to tell you about that. I try to just ignore all of that crap. It's real dumb. And what's up with the stupid man of the year crap they put in the news? Better Call Saul star Bob Odenkirk named Harvard 2023 Hasty Pudding Man of the Year. Who gives a flying fuck? I don't even watch this stupid show, okay? For you people that watch it, more power to you, but nobody else gives a fuck. I got news for you. The man of the year every year since 2016 is Donald Trump. You ain't figured that out yet? Oh, there's a new infection outbreak. Nigeria confirms 25 deaths due to diphtheria outbreak. Well, I got to tell you that two factions of Al Qaeda run Nigeria. It's like two mafias. And then Nigeria voted in a Muslim president. They need to correct that through revolution, because y'all ain't gonna fix your country any other way. And you damn sure gonna have to get him out of office one way or the other. Or Nigeria is fucked. Now, see, if Donald Trump was in office, he would be in Nigeria and he would have kicked Al Qaeda the fuck up out of there, like he did when he was in office. But see, they don't want to mention that. Biden coming into office, Nigeria is fucked. The good people in Nigeria, totally fucked. Rape, human abduction, and theft are very prevalent in Nigeria, just like it is in California. Only it's worse in Nigeria. There was a shooting at Walmart. Really? Let me guess. Indiana? Yeah, there have been 3 shootings in Indiana lately that it makes you wonder, what the fuck is going on in Indiana, right? What are they putting in the water? That kind of thing. Let me explain to you guys why we're seeing a spike in mass shootings right now. Yeah, it's called You Voted Democrat, so you got what you asked for. So don't be crying about all these mass shootings because you voted for it. You voted Democrat. Remember, defund the police and all that bullshit? You got your dream, folks. We don't need the police. Just go to Walmart and carry your fucking gun with you. If you don't like somebody, I guess you could kill them and the whole fucking group they're with, right? Oh, yeah, that's the Democrats' way of doing business in America these days. Whatever happened to the old Democratic Party? Oh, yeah, we all became Republicans. That's what happened. So, if you are upset at these mass shootings, well, maybe you should think about voting Republican. How about you vote Donald Trump, because he'll do something about it if he can. But Joe Biden, he can't even come to the border and address the border situation. Oh, but he can go to California. He made that visit to California. Why did he do that? Instead of go to where these storms have been hitting, or to where, oh yeah, we're having problems at the border, people dying to get to America, only to get up here to find out there are no jobs up here for people. There's not enough jobs up here for Americans. There damn sure ain't enough jobs up here for any more immigrants. Those jobs are full, they're taken. But people are dying to get up here off of the lie that America is the land of honey, where your dreams can become true. And the Democrats find one person where maybe their parents came over here and brought them here to, as a kid, and they became a success. The odds of that happen are 1 in a million, probably 1 in 20 or 50 million. Okay? I want to send out a message to all of you people in South America. If you come to America, there's a 99.999% chance you're going to be hungry, starving, and not get a job. You're going to be begging to go back to your old life in your old country. And let me tell you, 90% of the immigrants that come to America end up going back to their country. That's a statistical fact. So let me throw this at you. No jobs in America. Oh yeah, shootings going up. Mass shootings on the rise. It makes sense. People go broke. They're fixing to go homeless. Fuck it. I'm going to go shoot these motherfuckers over here I don't like. Why not? I got nothing else to lose. Fuck it. And y'all ain't even killing the right people. If you're going to kill the people responsible, you definitely going after the wrong people, going to a mall and shooting the place up. That's dumb. You don't even got a fucking agenda. You're just jealous because those people at Walmart have a job. Or McDonald's or wherever the fuck you're going to shoot up the place. Because you're a fucking retard, okay? So I don't want to hear any more about the goddamn mass shootings because it was guaranteed to happen. It always happens when the Democrats take charge. Mass shootings go up. Crime goes up. Look at California. That's the goddamn communist dictatorship of the world. The most communist territory on the planet. And that's supposed to be the democratic future for America? Fuck you right there up your ass, you cocksucking Democrats. We don't want America to be like California. We don't want America to be like Mexico or fucking El Salvador or goddamn Colombia or Nigeria. Because we know we can do better than that. But if you vote Democrat, those are the things that you're voting for. You want to know why crime and the criminal elements and the mafia run this country? Because you vote Democrat. That's why. It's pretty fucking simple. You want to know who the Nazis of today are? Well, you heard it from all the original Germans over this past week, haven't you? What have they been telling you? All of these people from the, that are older now, that live in Germany, that was around during, maybe they were children even, during the Nazi era of World War II and all of that. Those people are telling you that the new Nazi party of today are gay people who think they're going to take over the fucking world. And they're not. It's a pipe fucking dream, guys. It's a pipe dream at best. It's another neo-Nazi fucking group or a fucking skinhead group or a KKK group or some fucking gang that thinks they're going to take over South Central Park or they're going to take over Dallas, Texas or Houston, and they're going to run it because, God damn it, they're going to be the fucking king of that territory. The goddamn governor of the state is going to bow down to their fucking wishes. And the president, too. Congress, the Senate. It's a fucking pipe dream, you stupid fucks. But people don't think about it like that. All they see is a bunch of mass shootings. Who's your president right now? Oh, there you go. There's your fucking answer right there, guys. For all of these problems that we're seeing in America today, it's Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and the Democratic Party that you voted for. And I know a guy. He went and took up a bunch of names to try to remove the judge in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial because he was Christian and he did the right thing and the right outcome came of that trial. And oh my God, we just can't have a straight Christian judge in there. How fucking small does a person like that think? Well, that person's a hater. They're a stalker, and they continue to do those things these days. And those are the kind of people that you're voting for when you vote Democrat, you stupid fucks. So I don't know what to tell you on that. Now, this sick fuck, college dad sentenced to 60 years for sexually manipulating daughter's classmates. He sexually, psychologically, and emotionally manipulated his daughter's classmates. This ugly fuck was able to do that. I gotta tell you, if you're going to college, you're an adult. I don't want to hear your bullshit about how you got manipulated. If you're in high school, you should know better. If you're in high school, you're a fucking adult, by the way. You might be listed as a minor, but you are a fucking adult. And I'll tell you this, when I was in the ninth grade, when I was in the seventh grade, I could never be manipulated by a single motherfucker on the planet sexually. Not emotionally, too much. I definitely was able to overcome that in high school. And I got to tell you that I'm not buying this bullshit. Those girls wanted that shit, and it has to do how they were fucking raised. This is kind of reminds me of the woman that goes to Hollywood and she begs this fucking producer to fuck her so that she could get a movie role. And she sucks his cock, fucks him, rides him with her butthole, what the fuck ever. She gets the job, the acting role, right? And then what happens? 10 years later, she's suing the motherfucker because he took advantage of her. Shut the fuck up with your bullshit, right? Ah, damn, we got so many fucked up laws in America. Along those lines, we do need to fix America. But it requires you getting involved. See, if you just sit back and watch, you're not getting involved. You ain't doing jack shit. You're sitting on your thumb up your fucking ass. Well, in some of your cases, your old fucking arm, probably. But I got to tell you, you're a limp dick. And while you're doing nothing, these cocksuckers are out there trying to lobby to get judges removed, to get city councilmen removed. And some of them do need to be removed, but it's not the right people trying to always get them removed. Generally speaking, it's the bad people trying to get good people removed. But you don't see it because it doesn't make the news. See, but if you follow my Discord, well, then you probably get a lot of that here and there. A lot more of it's going to be up and coming on that, I can guarantee you. Because I'm finding a lot of that shit. And it just boggles my mind on these fucking people. Have they lost their mind? No. They don't like America because America's predominantly Christian and there's just too many straight people in America. Really? We got all these little individual specialty groups out there of people that want to attack each other. And when you fill that void with no fucking jobs, some guy's going to go kill gay people, or some gay guy's going to go kill a bunch of Christian people in the church, or what the fuck ever. You're going to get it. It's going to happen. And it's not going to stop anytime soon because we got a Democrat government, folks. And as long as we got them loser ass Democrats in the fucking office, that's what you're going to have. It's not going to change. It boggles my mind that these people got such small brains they haven't figured all of this out yet. Can you not put this dot and this dot together with a fucking line drawn from one to the other? Are you that fucking handicapped in your mind? I've known several people that have a lot of money and be the most miserable people on the fucking planet. And I gotta tell you, I don't give a fuck how much money you got. I'm happy in my life. You're not. I know you're jealous. I know you want me to not be happy, but you're not gonna change my happy. I'm sorry, you're just not gonna succeed there. You're gonna fail every time you try. I do enjoy going after some of these stalkers though and get bantering them back because they deserve it because they're sawed off fucking losers. And I got a lot of them, let me tell you. But at the end of the day, they're just retarded cocksuckers at the end of the day. And that's where I leave them at. I ball them up, throw them over there. And I just, what the fuck? Are these people stupid or what? Well, that's what you have to ask at the end of the day. And your answer is yes, they are fucking retarded. An officer punches a woman. Oh goddamn, no shit. So fucking. I got to tell you, some of these people need to be punched. Uh, what about that jailer that dragged the woman to the jail cell to put her in jail? Well, I got to tell you, how else are you supposed to get her in the fucking jail cell if she won't fucking go? You ain't got no other jailers around to help you, and you were told to put that person in the jail cell, or you're going to lose your fucking job for not being able to perform your job. Well, if that's your only way to get them in there, I was all for that. There's nothing wrong. He didn't hurt the person. He just drug them and put them in fucking jail where they belong. That was a dumb firing. That was the dumbest thing I ever heard of in my entire life. But see, that is the pro quo America of today. You got to be politically correct. You can't be seen dragging somebody into the jail cell. I say, fuck you, drag the motherfucker in the jail cell, take your goddamn baton and clock them over the fucking head and let them know if they fucking pull that shit again, they're going to get a couple of broken legs. That way you can put them in a wheelchair and you can wheel them into fucking jail and handcuff them to the chair and leave them there. Actually, that's what they do down here where I live. If you act up and won't go to the jail, they actually bring out a fucking wheelchair, special wheelchair, and they handcuff you to it. And they put you in this tiny 4x6 jail cell. They back you up in there. They turn out there ain't no lights in the motherfucker, I gotta tell you. And they shut the door, and you can barely see out of this dark. It's like almost a one-way mirror, only you can see out the window, but you can't see very good out the window. You can see like a figure is looking at you. And that's what they do down here with people that act up or that can't be handled, that can't maintain themselves. I got no problem with that shit, folks. I got no problem with that shit. None. Hell, there are people walking around free that need to be put in that fucking cell. Oh, we got this new thing now, domestic terrorism. Everybody's a terrorist these days. Oh God, please. Um, Protester killed near Cop City. Site identified 7 others charged with domestic terrorism. Really? Give me a fucking break. Story by Diana Bagby 10 hours ago. Shows this site where people are mourning somebody because those people care about people, unlike the cocksuckers that are probably running the city, right? We call them, oh yeah, Democrats. Isn't that interesting? You know, I think one of the biggest problems we're having in America is people go to these public schools, and what's the number one thing you learn in a public school these days, in a big city, or even your smaller cities for that matter? I'm going to tell you, it's not history, it's not math, it's not how to read or write. You learn how to hate. Really, I do believe that is all that a public school is good for, to teach people how to fucking hate. That's all it is. What if we taught our kids how to not hate? Country this would be, right? What if we taught people how to care for other people and to kill motherfuckers that don't, that are our enemies, that don't like us, shit like that. We made it legal to kill communists in America again. What a great fucking country this would be, right? Might be a pipe dream, and it might not. The way that the Democrats are taking this country, it's just a matter of time before somebody starts hunting Democrats, in my opinion. And I got to tell you, I can't say that if I saw somebody shoot a Democrat right now tonight or tomorrow, that I would call the police and tell them. I can't say that I could honestly tell you that I would sit there and be a witness when I could simply say I wasn't paying attention. So this story says a 26-year-old protester camped out in a forest where the city of Atlanta, it's a fucked up city these days, plans to build a public safety training center, was killed by police. I want to say this right now. No matter what fucking city it is, the police are capable of 100%, 100% putting every single drug dealer out of business, dead or in jail. 100%. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I've been on the streets. I've been in the poorest of hoods. I've been in the black hoods, the white hoods, the Oriental hoods, the Mexican hoods. I guarantee you, it'd be that fucking quick. If we had one city council in the city of Houston that said, you know what, we're getting rid of drugs, let me tell you, you wouldn't walk around to the store and say, hey man, you got any weed? You could do that right now, and you got a good chance of, buying some weed off of somebody these days. It's that easy. But if you had the city of Houston clamp down on drug dealers, actually raid every single drug dealer house that there was, and got rid of these motherfuckers, let me tell you what you would have then. I'd look at you, and instead of looking at you and say, hey man, you got any weed? You got any blow? You got any smack? Whatever the fuck they ask. Let me tell you what you would get instead. I would look at you, and I keep on walking. I keep my fucking mouth shut. Because then the only type of drugs that might be going around would be buddy, buddy, family, family, and hush the fuck up. But it ain't nothing now to walk outside of a high school or a college and find a fucking drug dealer. It's easy. It's fucking easy. I could go to any major university in the United States or high school, and I promise you within 3 blocks of that motherfucker is a major drug dealer. That's how bad it is in the United States of America these days. Yet all it takes is for the city council to tell the police, get rid of the fucking drug dealers, period. That's all it takes. But as long as you people don't run for office like city council, it's not going to happen. As long as you people don't vote, it's not going to fucking happen. And if you people keep voting for the wrong people, it's never going to fucking happen. You can't fix America unless you fix it from the bottom up. But you can damn sure bring down a country from the bottom up. And that is what's going on in America. It's not from the top up, it's from the bottom up. Now, up the top, it's also working because you're voting for people like Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters, and all these cocksucker Democrats that think that they're a mafia because they got a lot of money. But you can vote them out of office. It's real simple. You just vote for the other fella. And if he's not as bad, but he's kind of bad, well, guess what? Next election, you vote for the other motherfucker. If you don't know who to vote for, it's pretty simple. But you can also, get on the internet and find everything there is about that person. Are they stalkers? Did they get a device? Did they get a divorce and put a tracking wife's vehicle? Did they have them followed and find out that guy over there is their boyfriend and maybe he frequents that pub over there and you could walk over here and get this gang over here to whoop his fucking ass for you? You know, a couple $1,000. You don't want to vote for that guy. But we've seen them, that exact description of people running for office, even as Republicans. You don't want to vote for that motherfucker either, do you? So you got to know who to vote for. All of these problems come down to voting. All of it. All of it. And it comes down to who's running for office. Running for office. Or your buddy's not running for office who can. Who the fuck you voting for in the city council here? Some wacky dude kind of guy's got his own agenda. Hey man, I want to kill all the gays and run them out of here. Is that what the cops are doing in your city? Or is it the other way around? Because sometimes it's the other way around too, right? So we see that in America all the time. All across America, both ways. And it's pretty fucking sad. So this protester was killed by the police. His name was it says here in the news feed, Manuel Esteban Paez Terran. He was 26 years old. And I got news for you. He was not Mexican entirely, if he had any Mexican in him. He was Middle Eastern. Did y'all not figure that one out? It's pretty simple to figure that one out. You ain't even got to Google that one, really, but I did Google it. But I'm just pointing out here that are these protesters doing the right thing necessarily, or with all these activists that are out there, are they really always doing the right thing? What happened to the people that was for the environment? Because I don't see any real people out there for the environment. I'm the number one environmentalist that I know of online. That's pretty fucking sad because I don't do shit. I just talk about it. So I'll give you an example of what's causing global warming. Well, as the Earth rotates and it goes around the sun once a year, right? As it gets closer to the sun every year, it's hotter every year. And as it gets further out, it's colder. And eventually Earth will become non-existent unless they go down to the core and speed it up at the appropriate time to speed it up so that the Earth don't go so far out away from the sun and it then gathers a proper rotation around the sun. Now that would be advocating to fix the environment. Nothing else can fix the environment. Electric cars are going to fuck it up more with more radiation, more harmful to the planet. It's already done more damage to the planet than all of your gasoline power and diesel powered engines that ever fucking existed. You could turn on all of them engines right now, and the only thing you're going to do is create bad air. You're not going to warm up the fucking planet because of that. You're not. Because if you were, then how come you could go to, say, Atlanta, Georgia, where there's a lot of people and a lot of cars, and you can go on the same line as you're going on the equator there, so to speak. You draw a straight line and you go west 100 miles out in the middle of nowhere, and it's the same fucking temperature. That's mind-boggling, isn't it? But it is absolute proof that emissions don't do a fucking thing to warm up the planet. You can go to Mexico City. It should be 200 degrees in Mexico City, according to you fucking dimwit activists out there. You know, the fake fraud activists. These college-educated dumb motherfuckers that got brainwashed in college to actually believe that shit. But you can go to Mexico City and you can travel 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 miles away. It's the exact same fucking temperature. In fact, it might be hotter the further west you go from Mexico City. It's not going to be hotter in Mexico City than it is 10, 20, 100 miles from Mexico City, though. But it should be. If it was gasoline engines and all that smog that they have in Mexico, which is one of the worst cities on the planet, Mexico City should be at 200 degrees compared to, 50 miles west. So there's your proof right there. It's pretty simple. How you people allow each other to become so fucking uneducated and brainwashed is amazing. It truly is. But, dumb is something that I run into a lot. It's something I run into a lot. You see them all the time with these different people that got different people that are stalkers and shit, right? Okay, I'm going to come over here to chat for a minute and catch up real quick. Sexy Star, hey, back to you, darling. How you doing? Liam Norlander, what's with your opinion on Karl Marx remarks on our society's norms? That's outdated. That's outdated shit, really. I don't even know why you would even bring a Karl Marx up into the conversation. All of his theories were wrong. Motherfucker economy was dipshit, and the guy was a fucking moron. What else you want me to tell you? Yeah, I don't care about what Disney's doing. If they make a movie I want to watch, I'll go watch it. If they make a movie I'm against and don't want to watch, I'm not going to watch it. Pretty simple. I do not support things that I do not agree with, and I support the things that I do agree with. Don't you do that? Did you like that movie Phone Booth? I bet you didn't. How about? Do you want to watch Phone Booth with me? Man, right after this video, we can go watch it. I'll tell you what. Let's me and you get together and watch Phone Booth every single fucking day for the next 30 days straight. How about that? Come on over to my Discord. We can do it over there or on Facebook. Either way. Because do I support gay rights? No, the LGBTQ is a hate gang in most countries, and I agree with that assessment. I think it should be outlawed in the United States of America. All gangs should be outlawed as hate gangs in America, period. They shouldn't even exist here. The Council on American Islamic Relations should not be allowed in America because that's the Muslim Brotherhood. They are a terrorist organization. How the fuck do they get an organized crime syndicate here and make it legal? All of that shit should be illegal. Now, as far as gay rights or straight rights or any other rights or go, if you take a straight guy and you go into a gay-run city where all of the city council and the police and everybody lives there is gay, you're fucked. So I don't want to hear about your gay rights. What about straight rights in their fucking cities? I've seen it too. I don't want to hear you bullshit. I am for rights for all people on an equal plane. Now, there are some things that have become intertwined. One of those things is marriage. Marriage is a religious thing, and I believe that we should do away with government marriage. It shouldn't even fucking exist. It's a religious thing. It's not a fucking government thing. And there is no goddamn religion that supports a man and a man or a woman and a woman get married. So I do not support that as far as religion goes and marriage goes. But in the government form of marriage, of course I support it because they have the same rights we do. So they should be afforded all the same rights as anybody else. Does that make sense? But it really shouldn't even exist as a fucking question to be debated because government should have never been allowed to get involved in marriage to begin with. I think that's against the Constitution in and of itself. Who the fuck ever thought of coming up with something where you got to sign a fucking piece of paper telling your government that you're now going to be married and chained to this other motherfucker for the rest of your life? Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. That was never in the Bible. Not one fucking time can you show me that was in the Bible. Writing a certificate of divorce means me writing it out, handing it to the woman, and she can carry it with her and say, look, I'm no longer with that guy. Hell, you could just verbally say that. You don't even need to write it out, right? Especially in today's day and age. So, no, I'm against the government being involved in marriage, period. Period. The government should have zero fucking say-so in who should marry who and who can marry what. Period. That cuts all of that fucking argument out, doesn't it? 100%. Jesus is not fiction. You just have never found God. That's your problem. And that's not my problem. That's your problem. I don't give a fuck what you believe. If you don't want to believe in God or Jesus and all that, and you believe it's a fairy tale like Santa Claus, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck about you. I'm not here to save your soul. And I don't give a fuck if you end up back down to being dirt, becoming nothing again, which is where everybody that doesn't follow his path and believe in him is going to go. Now, with that said, not everybody, I know the Bible says you got to follow Jesus and accept his word and blah, 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 and all that's bullshit. And I'll tell you why. Because Jesus is God, and God said to Noah and his sons, don't worry about those other, in particular, he said to Israel, he said, don't worry about your brothers and their people, because where they spread out on earth and made their people. One of them ended up in India and went through India all the way into China, spreading the word of God, but it became a part of their religion under different names. You understand that, right? Hinduism includes a lot of Christianity. In fact, it's about 50% Christian, in case you didn't know that. So anyway, to those people will be their religion. It's the same for everybody around the world. So good people are going to go to heaven, and those who do not accept God's word is going to go to hell. Period. That's all it is. I don't give a fuck what you believe on the left or the right of that conversation because I know better. I know better. I'm a well fucking studied in many types of religion, and I guarantee you, there ain't no one goddamn fucking religion own the rights to God. God owns the right to this planet. There's a huge difference. But you can believe whatever you want, okay? I'm not going to answer questions that are stupid and old, like 911. Was it an inside job? What do you think? How about you educate everybody else on that? I'm not here for that conversation. It's a dumb conversation, really. It really is stupid conversation. It really is. Of course, it was part an inside job, in my opinion. But what's my opinion? It don't mean shit unless you get a conviction on your beliefs. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't even fucking matter. 911 happened. We went to war. We took a lot of the oil there, and good. People got rich off of it. The wrong fucking people, but some people got rich off of it. Till Trump came along and made sure the United States government got that fucking oil. And then eventually, of course, we became energy independent. We're definitely far from that under Joe Biden, aren't we? Because he's a complete fuck up as a president. That's why. Did you see him grabbing that girl right on her boob and sniffing and kissing her on the fucking lips? And she ain't, what? She's like 15 years old? What the fuck was you people thinking voting that fucking pedophile into office? No, I don't, Lime. You need to start veering back on the other side of the reservation with your conversation because I block people over here for bullshit. I'm just letting you know. But in a joking manner, that's pretty funny. Oh, Big Wolfie. I believe in wild jaguar rundies. Yeah, because I got a video of one. That's the only reason. See, just something else I was able to accomplish in my life. I saw to it that a video was caught or made, a 15-second video that proved that the jaguar arundi is not extinct in Texas. We got a family of them living in our backyard back here in the field. And I got a message today. I missed the call, so I'll have to call them back next working day. It'll be Monday, I guess. The thing about it is, they want my video. Guess who it was? Hidalgo County. They heard about my video from the people that I sent it to, being the state that run the state parks and animal, and all of that, state board and all of that. They heard about my video and they want a copy of my video. So I'm going to send them a direct copy of my video. I can do it tomorrow or sometime. I'm not in no hurry. And what that'll do is the county now becomes involved. This is a big thing, man. There's going to be some fucking heads roll about this shit in a roundabout way. I mean, you're going to have a lot less building down here. There's going to be a lot of area down here given to protect the jaguar arundi. I don't know how big that's going to get with that, but this is a big deal because there has been nobody got a picture or a video of a wild jaguar arundi in 27 years. Since I was told January 11th of 1986 was the last time anybody got a wild jaguar arundi on a video. And they thought that these cats were extinct in the United States, or being in Texas where they've only been at. And I proved it wrong, right, with that video. And so now they got to step in and protect this animal. And I think that's pretty cool in a lot of ways. And we'll see what happens from there. Property values are going to go up around here for a lot of reasons, dealing with just that. And there's probably going to be an area of land plotted out for these cats. I received another call. The state of Texas wants to come here so I can point the way to where the den might be. They want to. I told you that was going to happen because I talked to the people and we had discussed it. And that's how come I kind of knew that. Little insight. So they want to go find out how many of these cats exist within this family of cats, and I think that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna be a little bit busy with that too, as I guess as the next few weeks roll around, and I think that's interesting. So anytime you have an opportunity to be a positive influence in your environment, I think you should do that. But no, I'm not gay or bisexual, so there will be no me and another man. Okay, so you need to keep looking. There's a lot of gay people on here though. Watch my channel. There's a lot of gay people I can introduce you to on Discord if you're interested, or if your friend's interested. Of all ages too. Some of them are ugly as fuck, and some of them are probably good looking. So yeah, ain't no problem with that. When Gays for Trump first started up in 2016, I'm the guy that created their avatar, their logo, or whatever you want to call it. I'm the guy that did that. They didn't do it. That fucking dumbass that ran that shit, he didn't do it. Another bisexual friend of his in California that ran a Trump group in California asked me to do that for him there. And he's from the South somewhere, like Georgia or some shit like that. And he ran for office and he got like less than 3% of the vote. Like the majority of all the gays voted the other way. And he lost. And because one influencing factor was, and I know it was, I did a series of 3 videos against the guy. Because even though I supported him supporting Trump, the shit he was talking about was way the fuck off the wall, and I could not support any of it. So I was against him 100% running for office. Whether he was gay or straight, the shit he was fucking coming up with was, he might as well be a fucking guy that works for fucking Hitler, you know? So that's what it come down on that. I see Big Wolfie made it though, and that's cool. Shout out to Big Wolfie and Rubber Chicks. I know you're out there. Baby T, I know you run with Rubber Chicks. Shout out to you. Um, y'all were here a little bit earlier in that. I'm just going over what I'm seeing in society, and some of it boggles my mind. Of all things that I'm reading in the news that I really never thought I would ever see to read was a Denny's sign falls on a car, 1 dead and 2 injured. Wow, really? I'm going to tell you, we've had some high winds here. I'm really surprised that these cities have not mandated that these signs be checked and inspected by the cities and the counties, for that matter, to make sure that the bolts ain't rusted out. I mean, you own a chain. Whoever thought of that? Maybe we need to go change those bolts out that hold that sign up. Huh. Yeah, it might be rusted out, huh? Oh, no, I'm sure they use stainless steel and that shit lasts forever. That's the way people assume things. How do you know unless you get up there and fucking look? So, yeah, Denny's is going to be paying out some money on that deal because they're 100% responsible for it. It doesn't matter what, where, when, or why, or that we got a lot of high winds, or that they had a lot of high winds there where that sign was at. The fact of the matter is the sign just up and fell. Because Denny's, I love Denny's. I do love to eat at Denny's. They need to inspect all their signs. And I'll bet you they've already mandated that. And I'll bet you by next week, all of their fucking signs are going to be getting looked at by teams of people that they're going to hire to go make sure those signs are secure and safe. They might even come up with a new kind of sign. Something that if it does fall on a car, it's not going to do any damage to a car. That would be preferable, right? I mean, this is as bad as a McDonald's sign fucking fall and the Big M caving in on a car and killing a bunch of people. I hope Denny's finds a way to make their signs a lot lighter. Yeah. Ron DeSantis won in court. Suspicion of prosecutor with militant agenda. So that's kind of next up because it's in the damn news. I want to point out that I personally believe that Ron DeSantis is in cahoots with Iran. There's got to be a connection there. I've never looked for it, but I'm pretty sure if I looked for it, I might find it. And that's something I'm kind of worried about. But I think maybe somebody out there will go look this up. Ron DeSantis has totally allowed drugs to be hauled into Florida from Iran in particular. I know who the fuck is doing it. And they've never been investigated about it to this day. Even when I had the video up and I showed all of that and shit, it did no good. I called the fucking state and the federal drug enforcement out there. It fell on deaf ears. The state of Florida allows drugs brought in here shiploads. They turn a blind to it. The only way that's possible is if the top state officials and in Miami in particular officials, or maybe some of the other city officials as well, have been bought and paid for. They got their people in the office and they're paying them every fucking month, every fucking year kind of thing, so that they make sure that the drugs do get into America through Florida. And one country in particular that I know for a fact that is bringing drugs in here via stealth submarines is Iran. Iran, who makes their own submarines. They make their own stealth submarines. Not too hard to put a bunch of drugs in one and to haul it to America. In fact, it'd be pretty easy if it was that fucking stealthy. Huh. So a lot of it has to do with who you vote for. Now, DeSantis may be doing good in Florida, but he is not getting my fucking support for president. No fucking way in hell. And I don't think anybody should support that cocksucker running for federal office of any fucking kind, because he is crooked. And I know people that know him personally that live in Florida that will tell you firsthand he is fucking crooked. He's in with what you might call the mob of Florida. That is the mob of Florida. Everybody that sucks ass to countries like China and Iran who are bringing the drugs into America. But China predominantly does it through New York City. Iran through Florida, and a few other countries in California, but they all go to California. Iraq was doing California for a long time until, the wars, and then Afghanistan, and then the people of California started going fucking nuts because they couldn't get no fucking drugs, and now you see an uproar of homeless gangs and shit, if you will. It really is crazy. IP2 is one of those gangs. IP2 lives in RVs, runs around, and let me tell you how those people make their money. I've heard them say it out of their own fucking mouth watching their live streams. Captain Content, for example, makes the majority of all of his money as a drug mule. Now, if I know that, you know that the cops fucking know that. How come they're not putting him to a stop and arresting his fucking ass? You ever ask that question? I know who exactly is bringing in the drugs in Florida. Outlaw Lonnie Morgan. I've seen it. I've seen it on fucking video while they were doing it. Now, if I know this, I guarantee fucking to you, the authorities know it for a fact. How come they know nothing about it? Because all the governors of Florida are all bought and paid for by Iran. Iran spends the money to get them elected. Iran pays them off every fucking month, and they live like a fucking king and get rich being a fucking governor. I told you, the criminals run this country. because you fucking people vote for the wrong fucking people every time. I know you didn't want to vote Democrat, but goddamn, Ron DeSantis, you could do better than that. Goddamn, get a regular fucking working man to run for office, and I'll move to Florida and vote for that motherfucker if he's honest, or her. But no, you had to vote for a Ron DeSantis. Fuck you. You the one that fucked up. Yeah, you over there in Florida, you fucked up. I sort of like that Judge Roy Moore. Everybody didn't want to vote for him into office because of the fake allegations against him. And boy, that judge they got in there, did they fuck up? So fuck Arkansas over that one, right? I tried to tell you guys, I tried to tell you he was never going to be found guilty because he was not guilty. And what happened? You didn't vote for him. You voted for the other cocksucker, and you wish to God you hadn't. When you had a good judge. Now, I know a lot of the Harry Brogans out there and the Kelly Taylors of the world, they would never vote for him anyway because, oh, yeah, he's straight and he's a Christian. And that's two reasons why they would not ever vote for Roy Moore. In fact, they were saying he was fucking guilty. And I told him he's never going to be found guilty because he's not guilty. There you go. He's not guilty, but he wasn't voted into office. Boy, did y'all fuck up. Ron DeSantis, he's not with a militant group. He is trying to get in good with a lot of the groups to give him credibility so that it would take the spotlight off of him being a fucking drug overseer, which he is. He allows the drugs to come into Florida. They don't do jack shit about it. He's a drug overseer. He makes sure that them fucking drugs are going to get in here. But a militant, no, he's not that. He's not a militant so much. I wouldn't go that far with it. And then again, I don't know. Maybe he is, and they just weren't able to prove it. Because I've heard a lot of wild stories about DeSantis and his acquaintances out there in Florida. I've heard you don't say nothing bad about him. Well, here's what I got to say about DeSantis. Fuck you, you drug dealing bitch. Fuck you. If somebody shoved a grenade up his ass and pulled the fucking pin, I'll tell you what I would do if DeSantis got taken out. I'm going to go down to the store and buy a 24-pack of beer and have a one hell of a good party. And anybody that wants to show up and party with me, I'll barbecue the fucking hamburgers. How about that? That's what I think about Ron DeSantis. Now, I hope nobody does anything like that. You know, I don't want to see you get in trouble over it. But he's not a good guy. So fuck Ron DeSantis. Fuck your LGBTQ. They ain't nothing but a goddamn hate gang. Most gay people don't even belong to that shit. They just show up at the party because there's a party. It's called a rally. And most of the people don't even support the fucking rally that they're having a rally for. They just show up to meet somebody new to have sex with. I went to one time in California. Did you know that? I went to a gay rally to meet women. I love lesbians. I always have. I was like up there talking to all them lesbians, and a couple of them, they went and got a bunch of guys and was pointing at us and said, they don't belong here. They're not gay. They're hitting on all the women. And we were like, yeah, you want to do something about it? Come on, motherfuckers. And we just kind of kept on walking and mingling and hitting on some more women. And eventually we got a few women to come on back and party with us at the hotel. It was fun. And I got to tell you, we weren't there because we're supporting any kind of fucking gay agenda. It's a good place to pick up bisexual women. Believe it or not. And it's up to you if you want to try that or not, depending on your age. But I ain't falling for all this shit. I'll tell you, it's a bunch of bogus crap to me. He probably is guilty, but they didn't have enough evidence to convict him. And as far as him being that far out there with it, I bet he's reeled it in quite a bit. I'll just put it that way. He always, they always duck and hide when the time's appropriate. And if you're in the right position and got the right people on your legal team, you can pretty well beat those things out. Because our court system is very weak. You know, it's bad. Our court system is all about money. 100%. Always has been. Not always, but in a modern society, our court system's always been about money. We need to change that somehow. We definitely need to change that somehow. Because if you're a billionaire, you could kill a whole concert of people and get away with it. Just like that guy did that owns all of the fucking property in Las Vegas where that happened. He's the one that did it. But he got away with it. He wasn't even brought to court. He wasn't even arrested. Wasn't even an investigation on him because he's so fucking rich. They're like, oh, fuck, we ain't going down that rabbit hole. Hell, I had videos of cops that were actually did the fucking shooting. Several shootings in aspects of that event. But it fell on deaf ears. Nobody did a fucking thing up in the FBI. Because there's about a third of the FBI that's crooked as fuck. That's why. But I don't know about this man of the year bullshit. I don't give a fuck about it personally. Why does stupid shit make the news is my question. Like, y'all are so desperate for news over there at Google and Microsoft. Yahoo and Microsoft and all this, this is what you got for news? You actually call that news that nobody gives a flying fuck. I'm going to tell you. Let me tell you how many people give a fuck about this bullshit man of the year guy. About the same amount of people as watch the fucking show. You're talking about 0.000000001 fucking percent of the population of this country that even gives a fuck about this news. It might not be that low, but it's pretty close. The news these days fucking sucks. I don't go here for news. I got to tell you, I go here for the highlights when I first wake up. I'll pop online and say, what's going on in the world? And if there's a national disaster or something, then it'll be on the news. But I always hit my location for the news. I'd rather hear somebody that knows about a piece of news that didn't make Microsoft News or whatever, and you're over there in your city, and I'm over here in my city, and we can exchange news briefings. I'd rather hear it from you than the fucking people up here. You're reading the stupid news that don't exist. Trump drops his lawsuit. Okay, I didn't even know I had the lawsuit going. He probably got a lot of them going we don't know about. They try to high side on him a lot. Notice right after they caught that supposed top secret shit that he had, who cares? He's got top secret clearance. Biden can't do shit to him about that. And I tell you what, he fired right back at the Biden administration as to say, fuck you. Trump ain't going to no fucking jail. This is like some Taylor fucking made up fairy tale bullshit. God damn it, I don't like you, so you're going to jail. Shut the fuck up. There it is for you fucking Taylor's motherfuckers right there. Y'all are so fucking stupid. Hey, you got all that money? Come visit me, motherfuckers. See what the fuck happens to John Taylor. Little pussy ass. Oh, if I had $300,000, I would have already whooped Harry Brogan's fucking ass. I guarantee you, I would have fucking been knocking on Dumpster Rick's fucking door, and you'd have witnessed him not answering the fucking door, fucking coward ass bitch. Yeah, but they sit back and do this because it's all they know. It's all they got. These are the haters of society. And Kaboo, I know about you over there and who you're fucking stalking over there, so fuck you too, bitch. I know a lot about you. A lot of you people that are stalking. A lot of you I mentioned. Some of you I don't. Some of you I mentioned in the past. Botter's another one. They got the wrong fucking Botter. Well, they didn't totally get the wrong Botter. I believe that family was involved together, and they only went after the one that they had the evidence on. That was a 14-year-old. But so be it. Ugh. Basically, the kid got away with it anyway. You know, by the time he's 18, he'll have this fucking shit expunged, and no jail time, a little bit of probation, big fucking deal. Don't fucking do it again. Don't fuck up till you're 18. And you got it made in life, right? Wow. Is that punishment? I don't think so. But, well, there you go. It's a democratic society of today. You can go almost cause people to get shot to death, and it's okay. Although some of you people that were swatted out there, you really did deserve it. I know you'd be trying to have me swatted all the time, so fuck you right back. I was happy to see that shit. I like what they were doing. If I was on the jury, I would have voted not fucking guilty. I mean, if you people knew what John Mazza has been doing, if you knew what the fucking Taylors have been doing, you wouldn't say jack shit about them being fucking swatted. Or any of these other fucking podcasters have been swatted. Some of these podcasters are the ones fucking doing it, by the way. Some of you podcasters out there pointing fingers at everybody except for that one little tiny podcaster over there who's in a group that's getting swatted constantly. But for some reason, you throw a blind eye to that. Like, I don't see that. Because it's more convenient in your mind to blame the easy target over there to blame. And they never get in trouble because they're not the ones that did it. I gotta tell you, China may be one fucked up country, but they do have advantages over America in a lot of ways. And one of those ways is they're pushing now to limit minors to 1 hour a day gaming. 1 hour? Ugh. That's almost too much, isn't it? I mean, what fucking parent lets their kids play video games all fucking day? If you truly loved your offspring, wouldn't you try to help them get educated, hire private tutors and shit? Maybe they could become I don't know, the world's greatest engineer, a rocket scientist, rocket engineer. They have a lot of trades out there that are marvelous. You know, they could become a lawyer and take on cases that no other attorneys take because they're rich and they can. They can do good for people. You hardly see that anymore. Why? Because, well, you get a guy like Will Smith and his son is a Tootsie Roll. Why? Because Will Smith is a Tootsie Roll. And he don't think this way. He don't think, how can I make my child's life better? Instead, he gayed him up. Made sure the motherfucker was gay. That way his life is all fucked up like it is. Who the fuck watches Will Smith movies anymore? I don't. God, I lost respect for that cocksucker. Cross the fucking board. Like, you will never, ever see me watching another goddamn new Will Smith fucking movie. I don't give a fuck if he comes back as Superman. That'll be one Superman movie I will never fucking watch. Unless it's free and I want to make fun of the motherfucker. Because you know he's going to have the tights so far up his fucking ass. Well, you get the picture. I mean, what the fuck? Fuck Will Smith. He kissed my fucking ass too. He's another fucking loser with too much money. But at least I can sit back and put a smile on my face knowing that I am happier in life than anybody in his entire fucking family, to include Will Smith. That is one miserable motherfucker. And if I'm lying, why did he get mad and get up and punch that guy in front of the whole world to see? The comedian he punched, you remember that? Because he's stupid motherfucker. That's why he's not happy in life. I'm not talking about the other actor that did that. I'm talking about Will Smith. Now, I do got to say that the Ohio police were out of line. They should be arrested and charged with racism and a violent act, and it should be counted as a hate crime because she was only disputing the fact that she wanted extra cheese on her fucking hamburger, on her Big Mac, and she didn't get it. She wanted her extra fucking cheese. And the workers at the McDonald's should have automatically known, just give her the fucking cheese, whether she ordered it, paid for it or not. Bam, there's your fucking cheese, go. That's what you're supposed to do at those places. Now, if she's somebody who does that all the time, so she don't have to pay the extra 50 or 75 cents or $1.50 or whatever the fuck it costs for a little bitty slim piece of slimy fucking cheese, then I could understand them saying no to her. But how do we know? We don't know the full fucking story here. So who are we to judge either way? But a cop punching her just because she's a little irate about shit? No. And she is partly in the wrong here too, though, because she could have left and just got on the phone and made the complaint. How fucking hard is it, people? Instead, she put herself into a violent situation. It became volatile, and a cop fucking hit her. Now, with that said, he was in the wrong, and he should be punished. He should no longer ever be allowed to be a cop anywhere in the United States of America, and he should serve some fucking prison time over it too for assault. Like, 3 months, 6 months, something to teach him a fucking lesson. That's my opinion on that, folks. U.S. home sales plunged in America today. That's in the news. Big thing in the news about that. Yeah, you know why? Does anybody know why? I'll let you take a guess this time. Why has home sales in America plunged? Three words. You voted Democrat. Pretty simple. It's not hard. You vote for the wrong people, you get what you vote for. You wanted home sales to plunge? Is that why you voted Democrat? Because I'm trying to figure out why people voted Democrat. Wait, it was for the higher crime, right? You wanted more mass shootings? Is that it? You wanted to open up the border so anybody could come into America and shoot whoever the fuck they want? It's a big problem in America where people come across the border, kill a motherfucker, and then run back across the border real quick. Used to happen here all the fucking time. Now it's just every once in a while we see it, like maybe once every month kind of thing. It's not every fucking week like it used to be. But Texas is putting up the border and secured the border, so it made a big difference. So if it don't happen but every other month or whatever, well, it's a lot better than what it used to be. It used to hardly ever happen, if ever. You would hear something like that happening. But nowadays, it's like a regular thing. It's like no big deal. Hell, if I was Mexican and didn't like your fucking ass, any of you out there, I'd come to America and shoot your fucking ass. And then I'd go back to Mexico. And I'd wave at you. Hi, I'm in Mexico. Fuck you. Only it'd be like, keep my fucking ass, they say. You can't blame them a bit, man. They get away with fucking murder. They really do. If you're not American, you can come to America, murder 10 fucking people, and all they're going to do is deport you back to your country. You'd be lucky if they put you in a fucking penitentiary. Like they do that probably 1 out of 10,000 fucking people that commit murder in America. I think it's that high. It might be a little lower. It might be 1 out of every 3 or 4 thousand. I don't really know the exact number. I know it's over 1,000. I know that. I know it's got to be at least 1,000 and up. I just can't remember. It's been a while. But like you could be from Germany and just come over here and shoot somebody, and they'll arrest you, find you guilty, and deport you. In fact, they won't even find you guilty most of the time. They don't have time for that because you're already fucking deported before they can find you guilty. Imagine that. Our laws are that goddamn pathetic. Now, if I were to go to China and try that shit, I get tarred and feathered. They would execute my fucking ass, American or not. And with Biden in charge, I would have zero help from his fucking ass. Better not get caught doing that shit in China. But it's okay if you do it in America. Actually, it's kind of legal in America, if you think about it. Otherwise, if a foreign motherfucker came to this country and killed somebody, they'd put his ass in prison for double the amount of time. Like whoever did the same crime, if they got 20 years, give them 40 fucking years. Oh, and they should follow under special fucking rules for humanity treatment. Like however they get treated in prisons in Mexico should be duplicated in America or whatever country they're from. So if they're from Peru, whatever the prison is like in Peru should be exactly what it's like here in the United States or on the equivalent, only a lot more secure, right? But we don't do those things. So therefore, in a roundabout way, it's perfectly legal for a non-American to come to America, commit murder. Jay Redding can come to America, kill a motherfucker, and go back to Canada. And if he gets caught, he's just going to get deported back to Canada. Unless he kills somebody of importance, like a political assassination or something. Well, then it's different. But if you just kill a regular person that's not in political office, like say, I don't know, Maxine Waters' fucking nephew or something, well, then you could, they'd just deport your fucking ass. Isn't that weird? We got our own laws working against us in America. Why? Yeah, because you voted Democrat. That's why. No shit. Pretty simple. You can vote for the wrong fucking people. Well, you get what you vote for, folks. You want more free popsicles for lunch schools? Well, who are you voting for? I don't want to see that shit. Actually, it'd be too much socialism. Oh, shut the fuck up. Remember that football player that almost died? He got hit, and the Buffalo Bills player, safety Damar Hamlin, he's going to be in a very lengthy recovery. He'll never play football again. His career is done. He did survive, though. They were able to save his life, but who the fuck would want to live and be like that? I mean, the guy's pretty much a goddamn vegetable unless they pump him up full of drugs and he'd be good for about 10 minutes. You know? I mean, this is bad. This is bad. With that said, football's a gladiator sport. I'd rather keep it a gladiator sport than to put too many fucking rules into the game. And with that said, the NFL needs to be regulated because it's crooked. The referees decide who wins the fucking games, and they do whatever Roger Goodell tells them to do. So, what team is going to win the Super Bowl this year? Whichever team Roger Goodell wants to win the fucking Super Bowl this year. Pretty simple. Same thing with hockey, same thing with basketball, same thing with baseball. sports needs to be regulated again because it's fucking crooked. Oh, they got the oldest living dog in the news today. It's 23 years and counting. Okay. I guess that's cool. You know, actually, that's some of the best fucking news I've seen in the news today. I gotta tell you, it's amazing. That and the Denny's the sign falling on the car. That's bad, right? I mean that needed to make the news. The Ron DeSantis thing probably needed to make the news. This NFL guy making a recovery, but it's going to be slow, like years. Well, that needed to probably make the news, I guess. But put it over there in sports. And other than that, most of this fucking news is just fucking stupid as fuck. Air defense deployed in Moscow, signaling fear of strikes on the capital. Russia done got the shit beat out of them in Ukraine so goddamn bad, they're worried about airstrikes on Moscow. Ah! Or missile strikes. I don't blame them for a minute. What the fuck is taking Ukraine so long to bomb Moscow? That's what I want to know. If you think Putin is there, that's where you need to be bombing. It's common sense. Cut the fucking chicken head off. He might run around for a little while, but he's gonna fucking fall to the ground dead sooner or later, right? Oh boy, here we go with some more fraud. Suspect held in a $100 million New Jersey deli fraud case. Wow. It was a stock manipulation case. It was a scheme that he was trying to do. And of course, he got caught with that bullshit. And he's going to prison. People are desperate for money. They want to get rich any way possible. And they're reaching out in ways that, like, there's no fucking way I would have tried this shit. There's no way. If I were to try some shit, it would not be this stupid shit. This guy's fucking retarded. I gotta say, he looks retarded sitting there too. By the way, I mean he's a looking dorky motherfucker, right? So, like, god damn, I'm glad to see that, even though it's really fucking dumb, because it should be shown to your children as what not to ever try to do. What are you people thinking, man? Go get a fucking job of some kind. Jesus freaking Christ. There ain't no jobs. Wait a minute. Who'd you vote for again? Uh-huh. That's what I thought. Stupid motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. Go live in a fucking homeless shelter. Beg for food off the fucking streets, you fucking Democrat. Death toll in Tibet tunnel. Avalanche rises to 28 missing. Didn't they just have a plane wreck over there close to there? That wasn't in Tibet. It was in that other. Well, god damn, man. That part of the world's getting all fucked up now, too. But these are disasters. It ain't like America. I tell you, I'd rather have been brought up in Tibet than America. I swear to God. Just think of how happy and content you could be in if you were born in Tibet as opposed to America. Oh my God. It's like night and day, right? And people are so happy over there. And when they pass by each other, they go, oh, or, oh, good morning to you, sir, or what the fuck ever, you know. You automatically know what you're going to eat the next morning, the next lunch, the next fucking dinner, or what the fuck ever. You're going to be practicing that Tibet Buddhism or whatever the fuck they study over there, and be happy. And be happy. I bet that the fucking crime rate is so fucking low in Tibet compared to most of the other countries in the world. It ain't even funny. Maybe if we took all these fucking criminals and these mafia wannabe dictators and forced them to be like the people in Tibet on some fucking secluded island somewhere, we could rehabilitate these people. You take some billionaire that's a crooked bastard, and unlike Trump, and you fucking take away his money and put him on his fucking island and put him in this fucking orange dress. And give him one little rope to tie around his fucking faggot waist, and don't give him any underwear either. No toilet paper. Oh no. Got to use the old-fashioned hand, or if you can find a leaf on the ground somewhere. Put them on an island where there ain't no fucking trees. Oh, damn. Well, let me tell you, I think we could rehabilitate people if we were to do something like that, if you think about it. Da, 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 da. There is a Netflix curse on Australian Open tennis players? Question mark. No, Australian tennis players, they just suck right now compared to some of the other countries' tennis players. Let's face it, it just is what it is. If you can't cut the mustard, stop laying the blame over there. Put the blame where it fucking belongs. If you weren't good enough to win, you should have did better. You should have tried harder. Danny Alves, Pumas, contract terminated amid arrest for alleged sexual assault. This is bad with these false accusations. I got to tell you, you could blame any sports player in a lot of countries and take away their livelihood just like that. Now, he's got to go to court. When he goes to court and he fucking comes out of there not guilty, and well, then what happens? Does he get to sue the fucking team? Probably not. Is he going to get his career back? Maybe. But, oh, damn, what a way to have to go through life. Whatever happened to innocent until proven guilty? Like, this team should be fucking sued over this shit. Wrongful termination. He ain't even fucking guilty. He was just fucking uh, arrested for it. He's accused of it. He's not fucking guilty of jack shit yet. Now, if he's guilty, oh, absolutely, you terminate his contract because he's going to prison. Stupid motherfucker. Boy, this is how stupid society has become. Sexual charges everywhere, boy. That's why I tell people, always record the first fucking time or two or three you have sex with a new woman. Always video record it. You have to these days. It's absolutely required by law in the state of Texas, and it's absolutely required wherever the fuck you're at in the world today. Period. Now, there's no law saying you have to record it in Texas, but there is a law that says if a woman calls the police and says, I don't know, I think I might have been raped. I can't remember. In Texas, if a woman says that exact quote, the man gets arrested, or the woman, whoever's being accused, and you get charged with fucking rape by the state of Texas. Believe it or not, with zero fucking evidence. I can tell you firsthand. Let me tell you, these sexual allegations have gotten way the fuck out of control, man. And what's even more ignorant is these fucking teams are terminating contracts based off of hearsay. Oh, he was arrested for it. Ah, contract terminated. Fuck you, motherfucker. That's what I got to say to y'all. Another Australian guy here, currently Bill due in court over allegations of sexual assault. Julian Leeser to address young liberals. Well, of course, it was some dumb liberals. It's a group of liberals going around Australia lying on motherfuckers about being raped or sexually assaulted. This has been going on in Australia. I don't know if people are just waking up to this fact or not. Most of these guys are coming out not guilty, but it is hurting their careers really bad, and it shouldn't. It's just allegation. Until you're found fucking guilty, you are innocent. Period. So you don't punish a guy because he might be, because there's a somebody says so, something bad about him. How about the guy that fired his fucking ass? How about I say, you're a mass murderer, motherfucker? Does that mean they should terminate your fucking contract right now just because I said so? Because that's exact equivalent of what we're seeing here. It is. It's exactly the same exact fucking thing. I just made an accusation. Of course, it's fairy tale, but it doesn't matter. I think the guy that fired that fucking soccer player should lose his contract. He should be fired because I think he's a mass murderer. I really do, actually. You believe that? But whether I do or not, if I make that accusation like I just did, he should be fired right now. Right fucking now. He shouldn't even. We should wake up Monday morning with that on the news that he was fired because Trumpster Bob thinks he might be a mass murderer. How dumb is that, right? It's the same fucking thing. This shit's fucking stupid. I don't even want to see this shit on the news. Oh, here's some more bullshit for you guys. 629,300 copies in the United States. But its first week sales didn't top Obama's A Promised Land. Okay, Prince Harry's book supposedly sold these millions of, or like 3.2 million copies of his book sold. Bullshit. Bullshit. I will never meet a single motherfucker that ever bought Obama's book or this Prince Harry's book. I guarantee it. Not in my real life. And I tell you how I know this. Because these globalists, like, I don't know, these globalist banks and shit, right? They'll go in and they'll buy a million fucking copies, throw them in a fucking warehouse somewhere to be burned. So that he could say he sold a million copies. That's the way they work together, folks. Who the fuck cares about Prince Harry? Does anybody in America really give a flying fuck about Prince Harry? I don't. I don't give a fuck if he walks out in front of a train because he's high and gets splattered over the fucking railroad tracks. And they're picking up little pieces of him, trying to put it in some kind of a urn or a casket or something. There's your dead prince right there. The little piece we found. I don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck. Well, you don't know how many fucks I don't give. To be honest with you. If I never hear the motherfucker's name again in the news, I'll be happy. I truly do not give a flying fuck. Obama didn't sell that many books either. It's the same fucking thing with him. He didn't even get rich till he ran for office. He was a poor motherfucker when he ran for office. He was the globalist choice to be president. That's exactly what he was. In Seattle, there was a fire. Again, I don't give a flying fuck. Unless some famous motherfucker like Elvis Presley or Michael Jackson, that kind of level of fame, was fucking killed in this fire and they were American, who gives a fuck? God damn. Nobody, I can tell you, nobody in any fucking country besides that fucking country even gives a flying fuck. Here's something, but it belongs in tech news or whatnot. First Native American woman in space from California tribe goes for spacewalk. Who gives a fuck? Is she human? Yeah, she's human. Has other humans made the walk? Yeah. Has other women been to space? Yeah. What's the big fucking deal? You trying to settle it down to race now? Nobody gives a flying fuck. I promise you, I don't give a fuck. I don't like the fact that they printed it because of her skin tone. I find that offensive. Maybe I should sue fucking Microsoft Bing for printing that shit and pissing me the fuck off, right? Yeah, if it really pissed me off, I would. I really just don't care. I don't give a fuck about this kind of news. Now, the fact that they're up there doing this shit, I find that interesting. The fact that she's doing it, I don't give a shit. It could be you, or it could be you, or it could be any fucking body out there. Hell, it could be Star up there doing whatever. That would be interesting because I know her, but other than that, I don't give a fuck. If I don't know you, I don't give a fuck. I know we're up there doing some shit. Okay, cool, whatever. What are they doing? That's all I want to know. I don't give a fuck who's doing it. I don't care what your nationality is. We're all human. We're all people. They need to quit that bullshit, you know? They just can't let it go. They just can't let it go. Got to keep that racism going. And this is one way that they do keep the racism going. With that said, all American Indian tribes in America should be, no, I shouldn't put it to the tribes. That wouldn't sound right. All of those lands that are set aside for Indians, the reservations, should be done away with. Should be absolutely non-existent ever again. Like if you're not 12 years old, like they should cut it. If you're 12 years and under, you never get a free place to stay. When you hit 18, you got to pay for it. You got to pay for it, period. Just like all Americans, they should be inaugurated into the American way of life. Socialism is killing this country already, and that is one of the major places it comes from. It's from these fucking socialist tribal motherfuckers. And it's not doing them any good. You're hurting those people by keeping them down like that. Educate these people, give them good jobs, bring in more business so that these people have a choice of jobs, an abundant variety of jobs to choose from. That's exactly what should be happening in America today. And there should not be any more fucking tribal bullshit except for in a museum and a little plot of 100 acres back there so you can go back there and have your fucking powwow once a year. And I know that sounds cruel and mean. I don't mean it to be that way. I mean it to be because, yeah, they're Indian and yeah, they should have their little rain dances or whatever, they're fucking, where they're playing their music and all that kind of, whatever the fuck shit that they want to do for ceremonies or like they have Mardi Gras over here. They should allow that, to exist for those people. But outside of that, and the fact that you're an Indian, you should be listed as, okay, I'm Indian, I'm American Indian. Who gives a fuck? There shouldn't be any more fucking reservations, though. I'm 100% against reservations. Preserve them people by inaugurating them into society. They tried to conquer this land just like everybody else, and they lost. We won. Inaugurate them into society, just like all you black people, all you white people, all you Orientals and Mexicans too, and every other fucking nationality that exists. What are we gonna do? Give white people a reservation? Oh goddamn, sign me up. As long as I don't lose my benefits. Yeah, then sign me up. Otherwise, I don't want to be put out in the middle of the goddamn Arizona desert somewhere where there ain't no fucking jobs, or I can't drive down the road and eat a fucking order of McDonald's Big Mac. Fuck you. When I want a Big Mac, it's very rare. I want to go get a goddamn Big Mac. Oh shit, make it at home yourself. Well, there ain't no fucking stores around here got all the ingredients. What are you supposed to do? Fuck that shit. Bring in jobs, give them people jobs, and inaugurate them into society. And for all people, like, for another like 10 years, give them a free fucking house or something. But that's it. They got to fend for themselves after that. You dig? I might even go that far, but we need to end the reservations for Indians. This is just bullshit. It's bullshit. Y'all don't know how bad them people got it because of reservations. And I hate to see it. You want to help them people? You help them by providing them enormous amounts of jobs to choose from with good salaries, and some of them maybe, lower end, like Walmart and shit. And then there you go. You're now welcome to America. You're now Americans, even though you already were Americans. But now you're part of the controlling factor that makes up America. How about that? Did y'all agree with me? There you go. Illinois tried to ban. I told you this was never going to go. It will never go. The stupid liberals in Illinois, because, up in Indiana and Illinois, them people are so stupid. All the Democrats, them dumb motherfuckers vote into office. It took a judge to temporarily put a block on Illinois' gun ban from being enforced. It's unconstitutional. They tried to ban assault weapons. Everybody that wants assault weapons banned, fuck you. From all of America to you. I'm going to tell you straight up. Fuck you. You're anti-American. You need to move to goddamn Russia or China or wherever the fuck you're not allowed to have a weapon, like Brazil, if that's what you prefer. If you want to live in a country like America, but you're not allowed to own a gun, move to Brazil. Brazil is perfect. It's already set up for you. You anti-gun faggot motherfuckers, fuck off. I don't like you. Nobody likes you. And you can go suck a fucking donkey's ass for all anybody cares. Now, that's the actual opinion of 99% of everybody that I fucking know or will ever meet. And yet, you vote for that 1% motherfuckers into office that does shit like this. That's how dumb you motherfuckers are that don't vote or that vote for the wrong people or that vote Democrat. Duh. The boo. You fucking stupid fucks. Now, why did Biden visit California? I want to get back to that. Biden visited California so that he could figure out how much money did the governor there is going to put back into his pocket, and how are they going to hide it from everybody like they did when Obama was in office. See, he's going to give California like billions of fucking dollars for their bullshit, and they're going to funnel like at least the majority of that back to him, probably 60% of it will go back to him. And then he'll pay off all the motherfucking Democrats he needs to pay off, and everybody's fucking happy. If you don't believe that, you really are dumb. I promise you, you are like the dumbest motherfucker breathing oxygen. And I don't care what animal it is. You're dumber than that fucking lizard, for example. You really are, if you don't believe that. Because you're talking about crooked California and crooked White House coming together. There is never going to be anything good come out of that except for some crooked ass illegal bullshit. And that's exactly why he went to California. That's why he won't come to Texas and help out with the border, because he ain't getting paid to do it. He's not getting paid hundreds of millions to grab some 15-year-old boobs and fuck her in her ass. See? He'd do that anyway. He loves to do that, and y'all knew that. That's why a lot of you, I think, voted Democrat, because you're all pedophiles over there, right? You want to lower the age of sex down to like 10 or some sick shit like that because you're fucked up in the head. Well, anyway, I think I got my point across. He doesn't go to any of the disaster areas. He won't go to Florida. If they have another hurricane there, he don't give a fuck. Did he go to Florida? Has he gone to Florida yet? No. He ain't got to Florida yet. He don't give a fuck about you people in Florida. But he went to California. California will definitely kick him back plenty of money as long as he sends them, instead of 100 million, let's make it 1.5 billion. Okay, what are we going to do with the rest of that fucking money? It's going to send 1 billion back to Biden and his people. If they got to funnel it through 10 other people, they'll make it happen. Guarantee it. California is one crooked fucking state. If I was to ever run for president, the first fucking thing, one of the first things I would do, would definitely be to remove California's statehood and all of its state rights. I'll surround it with the military and treat it as a territory. I would send in the military to remove every elected official and every goddamn police chief, for that matter, all the way down to there. And I would fucking replace all of them with homeless motherfuckers and regular people. As long as they had an aptitude to, function. Like, could you work at a McDonald's and hold down the job if you had that opportunity? Sure could. You're fucking hired. You're going to be the next governor of California. Will that do you? Oh, yeah. Does that pay any money? Yeah, here, we're going to pay you right there. That work. I mean, how fucking hard could it be to fix California? But you're not going to see it as long as you keep voting in these lifetime politicians. See, you people keep voting that way, Americans is going to keep getting more fucked up, and don't be surprised about it. I don't blame motherfuckers for moving out of the country and retiring. That's the majority of all retired people do in America anyway. At least the smart ones are the ones that have any decent amount of retirement. Not you schmucks that claim, oh, I got a hurt back, and you're getting like $600 a month. Now, you motherfuckers can't even afford to feed yourselves. Most of you live in a tiny little shack flop house in some fucking place like Virginia Beach. And what are you doing to live there? Well, how do you really pay your rent? We know you're not going to afford that $800 a month rent. Oh, no. You're going to take off them clothes and get sandwiched on a regular basis. You can believe that. And let's not forget, Virginia Beach is one of, well, actually it's called Gay Central of the East Coast. Ain't that a bitch? I don't know why people vote Democrat. It's just beyond me. I don't want to mess with that. What the fuck was that? How did that fucking happen? I don't even know how that come. Hold on. Current events and a real American opinion will be the title of this video. I don't know how it fucking got to whatever the fuck it was. That was dumb. I didn't write that in there. So maybe I got hacked, right? I don't fucking know. Anyways, the title's been fixed. Something more appropriate to what it should be, right? I'm like Al Bundy in a way. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. Okay? I just don't. If you want to paint your body and walk around butt naked and stick a big fat fucking dildo up your ass and strap it on good and tight, that's your fucking business. I really don't give a fuck. Just don't do it in my fucking state. Because it's illegal here. You get arrested. Now, in California, that might be legal. As long as you got a string going around your itty bitty teeny weeny or, your taco and cover that up, I think you're legal in California. Just not in most other states. So just because you're brought up in an area don't mean that's the way it is in the rest of the world. That only exists in California and very few places on the fucking planet. It's just like people that are brought up in California or some other area in the United States where the whole area is full of gay people. They think, oh, most people in America is gay. Why don't you like gay people? Like, what? That's how dumb and uneducated people are becoming in America. See? They think because they were brought up that way, that's the way it is. That's how uneducated people are in this country. And it's really sad to see in a lot of ways. Yeah, but I don't know who you are. And until I know who you are, you're not going to be allowed in my Discord. That's the way it is. I got to know exactly who the fuck you are, or you're not going to be in my Discord. Period. I got no reason to have you in my Discord. The only people that are going to exist in my Discord is if I know who you are. Or if I know you well enough by your name that I feel comfortable with you. And I don't know you, guy. I don't got a fucking clue who you are. So I've told everybody in my Discord, if I cannot verify who the fuck you are, I'm kicking you out of my Discord. I don't care if I got one fucking person in my Discord. That's not going to be the case. I'm giving you an example. Okay? It's just that simple. If I don't know who you are, why the fuck would I want you in there? I don't know what you're doing in there if I don't know you. And if you don't want me to know you, then you're up to no good, so I don't want you in there. Right? Does that make sense? Of course it does. I'm not running a popularity contest here. How many people can I get in my fucking Discord? Who gives a fuck? And then people ask me, well, you got Fireman John in there. Well, I don't have Kelly Taylor in there. Well, she is because he's in there. She could, I guess, by way of him being there, but she talks too much fucking shit, man. She got a trashy mouth, so fuck her. She ain't gonna be in my fucking Discord as long as she's running her fucking dick sucking lips. And might be pussy licking lips. I don't know. Let me think about that for a minute. They are swingers, so I mean she could go anyway there. you know. But because I don't see Fireman John stirring a lot of shit up. So if John hit me up wanting to have a conversation, we could chat and hang out. I don't give a fuck. I talk a little shit about it. Only when Kelly's talking shit on me do I talk shit on him. But like, I don't know, if he were to call me and say, Bob, I want to come see you, but I don't want to fight. I just want to hang out with you and just, maybe we should, I don't know, drink coffee together or go hang out at a fucking pub somewhere like Texas Steakhouse or some Roadhouse or some shit like that. Okay, cool. But fucking Kelly Taylor called me. Oh goddamn, no fuck, no. Fuck no. You know? It's kind of like that, even though they're married. Because that bitch just don't know where to fucking line is. She don't know when to shut up. When to, it's dead. A conversation is dead. You don't keep on doing it. She just runs her mouth because she likes to poke at me. And mainly, she wouldn't even do that if it weren't for Harry Brogan. She's taking up for Harry Brogan because they were swinging partners together. They've all had sex together. And she feels some kind of loyalty towards him. I think she takes up more for him than she does her husband. I'm starting to think maybe them two should move in together and maybe John should go hook up with somebody like Gidgey or somebody. I don't know. You know, like a better woman, an upgrade. I'm sorry, Gidgey. I'm just using you as an example. Um, I don't know. It's weird, man. But no, Kelly, I'd kick her out of my fucking group too. And I know who she is. I would let her in there if she wouldn't talk shit for like 3 fucking months. But she just God damn, she's so annoying. And I don't know who this Dr. Rosen is. I'm fixing to boot that motherfucker out of here. In fact, I'm going to start booting these people right fucking now. I don't know who you are. You're getting kicked. See you later, Rosen. I tried to tell these people I want to know who you are or you're gone. And I've told you like 5 fucking times over this past month. Nobody pays attention. I know who that is. That is. I know who you are too, don't I? Even though you talked a little shit there, Brandon. Okay, you can stay. Bug Chaser, Fireman, Granny, Link Found, M Duzzle, or yeah, M Duzzle. Yeah, he's a little bit shit, but he's a good guy, being in a lot of ways. So I'll leave him in there. Uh, Ouija Lock, I know who that is. Uh, Red J, we know who J Redding is, don't we? Okay, and there's that one and that one and that one. I know who all of them are. Know who that is. Know who that is. That. And I know you do content and whatnot, but I don't know who you are. And I'm not gonna boot you yet. I'll let you survive another night but you're gonna have to tell me who the fuck you are, or you gone. That's all there is to it. So there's only one person in my Discord that I kind of don't know who you are, and the rest of you's gone. Fuck y'all. I got one person in there, but he's talking to me though. So I mean, I got an opportunity to find out who he is. And if I don't know who he is, then I don't give a fuck about you. Bye. It's kind of like that. Pretty simple. This is not rocket science, guys. It's not rocket science. I know what's in lawyer. I know who you are in Discord. I understand that. But I don't know who you are. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Until I know who you are, you're not going to be in my Discord. It's just pretty simple. Peter Bowling, when can I come back to your Discord, Bob? What's your name on Discord? Because I mean, you're Peter Bowling, but wait a minute, what did I boot you for? Were you talking shit the other day? Maybe that was it. I don't remember. You're an attorney for what? You're not my attorney. And don't tell me jack shit about who you are. Are you trying to sue me or something? Fuck you. Look, if I don't know who you are, you're not gonna be in my Discord. I'm not gonna repeat it again. This conversation is over. It's pretty simple. But the content provider guy, I mean, I give him my opportunity because he's talking to me. Your DWI attorney, well, they ain't got nothing to do with me. All right. Well, when you're ready to tell me who you are, and we can like go over there and video chat or something. Have a good life. I don't know what to tell you. These guys, boy, I tell you, it's really incredible. Hmm. do want to go in here and do I do want to say the Hidalgo County Commissioner and 2 other people were sentenced for bribery. Now, y'all wouldn't know that on your newsfeed. See, I only know that because I look at my newsfeed for Hidalgo County. That's the county that I live in. And if you want to know about the news in your particular town or city, you got to go look that up. Okay? So, fuck it, yawn. I've been yawning like for hours. I'm not even tired like I want to go to sleep or anything. So it's just the time of year, guys. I think that's what it is. The pressure's changing, the barometer, the season's changing. You know, Earth is headed away from the sun more, and the barometer changes quite a bit this time of year. So does the pressure. It changes a whole lot this time of year also. But what they were doing was they were in cahoots, and they was trying to be in cahoots with the water department. So the water department and them could hike up the water prices, and they could funnel money around, see, like that. And, you know, like they do in California. But in Texas, that shit don't float. And they got caught, and they're fucking being sentenced, and they got to go bye-bye into prison for a while. Ain't that cool? Wouldn't that be cool if we could do that to all them crooked motherfuckers in California? That would be cool. I'd like to start with my family that lives in California. They're the most crooked bastards you ever fucking met. How about we toss every one of them motherfuckers into a prison somewhere? I guarantee you'd be doing California about that much good. Because there's too many crooked motherfuckers in California. Way, way worse than they are. Well, not really, but pretty bad. Ugh. California is not run for investment, by the way. It's like the opposite. You invest in California to lose money on your investment. People move to California to get jobs. They move to California to become homeless. A guy caught a record gar. Oh, who gives a fuck? God damn it, come on with stupid news. I'll tell you what the cool news is going to be is when I get that Jaguar Rundi on a live feed, or they come out here and find a motherfucker and then it gets on the news, yeah, then you're going to know T-Bob made fucking history, so fuck you. I think that'll be some cool news. Anytime, this is like finding one of those elephants that, you know, was real big back in the prehistoric days. You know, them things actually lived until modern time. Or not modern time, but until the discovery of America by the Europeans, those elephants existed off the fucking Rhode Island up there. And then they went extinct because of human interference. And they were tiny too. They were only like 5 feet tall or some shit like that by then, because they were only in that secluded area, and the size of the animal is dictated by its environment. So like Bigfoot, the fucking ape, if it has a lot of land, if it's in a mountainous area, it'll be real fucking tall, like 12, 14 feet tall. But if it's, you know, in Indonesia, the apes out there that are the exact same family of fucking apes, they're only like 4 feet, 5 feet fucking tall. Isn't that interesting? Maybe that's why Asians are so fucking short. No, I'm just kidding. Because Asians in mainland, they're not in that environment. That's why it was a bad joke. But the Indonesians, are they shorter than, say, people in, say, Thailand or Taiwan? No, Taiwan's an island. They should be short too. Them people should be even shorter because they're on an island. if that theory holds to be true, right? But it would take hundreds of years, I would think, or thousands of years before you saw a big fucking difference, I would imagine. But not so much with humans because of the way we're active and not active and whatnot. But with animals, it is very, very dependent on how big your environment is, where you're at in your environment, and the food that you have. If you got food just laying around, you could just like get up, shake yourself, and there's your fucking breakfast right there. I mean, fuck, you're gonna be a lazy fuck laying around all the time, right? Like a lazy lion. Can you imagine how small that fucking lion would end up being? God damn, be like a little fucking kitty cat. Hey Tammy, what's up, Tammy? Tammy. What's up, Tammy? I will put the link down there now if anybody wants to come in. I'm done with my ranting. It's just that people are so out of tune. They get so out of tune with common sense and reality that the way they think is very detrimental to their well being. If you go around hating all the time, you're going to get hate in return. It's pretty obvious, right? It's called common sense. If you go around being nice to people, like way nice to people are going to acknowledge that and they're going to be nicer to you than they generally would be to other people. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Spread the love and not the hate is not just my motto. That's how I believe in living in life, in real life. But I also believe in saying fuck you to your enemy, right? If somebody wants you dead, I think you should kill them first. That's also my philosophy. And I got no problem with seeing some of these fucking shootings when I know for a fact those people are acting out against their fucking enemy. Now, when you're just out there in the mall killing innocent people, well, what the fuck is wrong with you, right? So, yeah, I'm just giving my opinion on all kinds of shit today. That's about it. Yeah, God Almighty. You know, sometimes I got to get on here and rant and rave. I don't do that very often anymore, so I just thought it'd be good. A lot of people in America don't really get a good American opinion about things in America. And that's one of the things that I do like to do when I come online. And like these people that want to convict people because somebody accused them of stealing a candy bar. So you're fired. Fired for what? You stole a candy bar. No, I didn't. Yeah, they arrested you for it, but they haven't been convicted of it yet, right? That kind of shit is stupid. The fucking logic is amazing. These people got backwards ass hillbilly fucking logic. And you're talking about people that run sports teams. You're talking about people that run corporations. Think like this. They're fucking stupid as fuck. What are they doing in charge of a corporation? What I want to know. The first fucking question that should be asked of anybody running any corporation or anywhere in that chain of command should be, if a person is arrested for stealing a candy bar, should you fire them? Yes or no? That doesn't mean you get to ask a question. The question is come back with an answer, yes or no. And if they say yes, you don't fucking hire that fucking idiot. Because the person shouldn't be fired until it's proven that they stole your fucking candy bar, right? Oh, damn. Yeah. So I've been busy today. I don't know about the rest of you. I didn't see much in the way of birds out today. I was kind of out and about, but I wasn't really paying attention 100% of the time. I didn't see the jaguar arundi. He didn't come around today that we know of, and got the fire pit moved over. Got some other personal things done. I did pretty good today. Actually, I got a lot done today. You know, when your list starts stacking up, and then you realize that you need to start checking some of them bastards off. I got quite a bit of that done today, and so I felt really good about that. And and then like I don't know, I was out there live streaming early, and it got dark. It was fucking cold, and I'm like, fuck this, I'm going in the house. And I came in here, I was gonna watch a movie and just chill out, and I thought, fuck it, see what's in the news. And then I'm reading this news, and I realize how stupid a lot of the news is. It shouldn't even be up there as news. And so it kind of coaxed me to want to give my opinion on certain things, I guess. So here I am. So if you have an opinion on anything, you want to come up here and talk about it, come on up and talk about it. If your opinion is fucked up, don't worry, I'll let you know. And I'll let you know why. Ah, that's water, man. What do you think about that? From beer to water. I'll tell you, man, today I wouldn't want a beer anyway. What make fuck what? I just been feeling that way, especially this past week. I just beer. I don't want a beer. I want a beer for it, and because I feel like this time of the year I would feel dehydrated if I drank a lot of beer, and I think it has a lot to do with the weather. You know, this time of the year, I just generally every year I don't feel like drinking beer this time of the year, and if I do, I'm drinking a lot of. Usually, I'm drinking a lot of like malt ice cream, you know, that you can buy at like McDonald's or some shit like that. Or I'm drinking a lot of juices. Makes sense. Like I love to make juices in my blender over there. I do. I will go buy like I'll go buy like two bananas. I mean not two bananas. I'll go buy some bananas and like some apples, and I'll blend that shit together. A little bit of water in there, and fuck, it's good. Let me tell you another good drink to make. I tell you what I like is you get cucumbers and you skin the fucking cucumbers. Okay, you gotta skin the cucumbers. And you gotta dice. You gotta slice them up and then dice them up real good. And throw about. I like to throw about half of a good sized cucumber into the blender, and then I'll eat the rest. I'll keep them in the I won't dice them up too much and like them. Or you can throw them on a salad. Those things are so good on a salad, right? Cucumbers diced up. Oh, it's so delicious. And you don't hardly ever get that. You go anywhere and get a salad. You never get a fucking cucumber on a salad. What the fuck is up with that? Right? I love cucumber on a salad. So, but to blend it up into a juice is really good. And you can mix it with so many things. But if you're gonna mix anything with banana and apple, it's cucumber. I'm just telling you, straight up, it's delicious. You take like half of your fucking cucumber, you blend it up. You take like your apple, you dice that up real good, you throw that in there, and you blend it up. That's more. You gotta add your water as you go, and then you take your banana. You take about a quarter of that, you throw it in there and blend it up. It's really good. And about the only way you're gonna make that drink better is if you add some pepper, table pepper, and if you turn around and add maybe some cilantro to it, maybe whatever other spices you like to add into it, you can really make a really good drink. Somebody asked me one time if you throw diamond in there. Absolutely not. not in that mix. But if you went the other way with your mix, if you went more with like a cucumber tomato type of drink that you're trying to blend together, yeah, then you gotta put something in there as a medium, because those two flavors are gonna clash. So then you want to put in just a pinch of fucking thyme, and maybe some other, maybe more of your Italian, more of your spices per se in there. And then you could go that way with it. But if you go that way, you're also maybe going to want to think about some coconut. One of the best drinks you could ever blend in the blender is coconut and cucumber. Just those two alone, you don't need another fucking thing, and it will taste good. But you can add in some of your Hawaiian spices, right, or even a fruit like a tang, like a tangerine. You ever eat a tangerine? Pretty good, right? Have you ever thought about cucumber, coconut, and tangerine blended together into a drink? It's fucking delicious. It's out of this fucking world. And I don't know if people really drink enough of that type of fruit or not. I love it personally. It's a really good, like, I probably blend it up and do that probably 4 or 5 times a month, maybe only 3 times a month sometimes. Depends on how much fruit I buy and how, because I get to the store. I don't know how y'all are, but I go to the store and I'll look at that fruit and I'll think, yeah, I'm not really hungry for fruit. And then I get home and I'll be like, God damn, I should have bought some fucking fruit. You ever get like that? That's kind of the way it is for me. And I think next week when I go shopping, I'm gonna stop out at these little they have these farmers that sell their products out on the side of the roads here, and it's pretty fucking good shit. I mean, I know where one is that they keep open all the time. I'm gonna go there and get some stuff. And watermelon. Oh my god, watermelon is so good. But you could take your watermelon, take all the fucking seeds out after you get your guts out of it, right? The meat, the red yummy, and then like you ever try your green melon? Think about that. Dice it, cut that motherfucker up, and get the meat out, and dice all it, mix it all together, and blend it together. Fucking delicious. You can get uh, a lot of different fruits like that you can mix together, and they're pretty good. I haven't mixed watermelon though. I gotta admit, I haven't mixed watermelon about a year and a half into any kind of drink or any kind of fruit like that. But as far as fruits go, as far as like your coconut, your banana type of drinks and things like that, I've done a lot of that. But I'm not allowed to really eat banana too much or even do it like that because my blood flow in my legs. I only have a lot of people don't know that. I only have like 33% blood flow in my legs. I think it might be higher, but the doctors keep telling me it's not. Sometimes I don't know if they fucking know or not. But and if I eat a lot of potassium, it creates a lot of water in my legs. My legs get real fat, right? And then I have to fucking take the pills and all that stuff and elevate my legs and shit. And it's a pain in the fucking ass. And so I try to stay away from potassium because the more potassium that I intake, the more I'm elevating my fucking legs all the fucking time. And it's fine. I don't mind, but because I'm retired, what the fuck else I got to do, right? And sometimes that's the way I think. But you would be surprised at the everyday ingredients that you have at your house that you can add into a drink to make it absolutely superb. And a lot of people, they don't even think about those things because most people don't blend their own drinks because they go to the store and they buy something that's concentrated bullshit, right? Pop the lid off of that and drink it down. They think they did something healthy when they didn't. All you did is drink a lot of preservatives and antioxidants your body don't fucking need. You want something nutritious for your body, make you up a fruit drink. And don't put any fucking alcohol in it. Just drink the goddamn fruit drink. And you're gonna need to mix about 50% water usually in that type of a blend. Anyways, guys, I don't know what you think about my show today. I hope you like it. Please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, share my video, share my channel. I need 1,000 subs, so everybody go help me get more subs. I love inviting people into my Discord, but if I don't know who you are, you're not going to stay in my Discord. And there are reasons for that. There are reasons for that. Okay? Till next time, folks. Cheerios. And thanks for coming and hanging out with me. How about that?